two acoustic guitar pickups, basically the same technology, and today we're going to be shooting them out back to back. On one hand, we've got the $100 K&K Pure Mini, which is a body transduction system, 3 piezo elements that attach to the underside of the guitar and run straight to an output jack, a passive system. And then on the other hand, for $50, we have the JourneyTek EP001K, which is a pickup I got a few weeks ago, and I've really been digging, even compared to this K&K. So for myself, I wanted to make a recording, something that I could reference back to back and see which one I actually preferred, and I think you're going to be surprised with the results when you listen to it. I've already listened to it. I'll share with you my official thoughts at the end of the video because I don't want to influence what you're going to hear. But anyway, as we go along here, just let me know in the comments what you're hearing. And if you want to read a little bit more about any of the pickups, there's going to be links in the description. One thing I do need to mention before we get into the playing samples, my intent was to hopefully limit all the variables that I can. So we've got the same exact guitar strings on both guitars. We've got the same exact guitar picks, which you'll see written here in the upper right-hand corner as we go. And lastly, of course, the exact same playing samples. I've tried to limit all the variables. I can't limit the guitar. I don't have two Martin HD28s. If I did, I'd be making a little bit of a better video for you here. Just keep in mind that the Martin, a much more expensive instrument. It's got the K&K Pure Mini, so it's already got a bit of a head start compared to the Eastman, which is also a very nice instrument and costs about half the price. I've done a bunch of videos on the channel about this one. So anyway, just keep that in mind. The K&K does have a little bit of a head start, but for the money, does the JourneyTek hold up? You gotta let me know. So there it is, my comparison of the K&K Pure Mini against the JourneyTek, whatever you want to call it, that serial number they named it, EP001K. Let me know what you thought in the comments. If you haven't yet, I'd love to know. Let's start a conversation. Is there a certain sample that you thought the JourneyTek sounded better on than the K&K and vice versa? I personally, in pretty much every playing sample, I did prefer the JourneyTek, which is interesting because it costs half as much, obviously. Now, the other thing that might have influenced it a little bit is actually the adhesive that we use to attach the transducers to the underside of the guitar, the 3 piezo transducers. So on the Eastman, I installed it myself, and I actually used Scotch double-sided tape, which seemed to work really well. And when I had a tech install the K&K in my Martin, I believe he used epoxy. So the slight material difference, the adhesive between the actual piezo element and the top of the guitar, the underside, might be influencing the sound just a little bit, and that's interesting. Now, if you're planning on installing either of these pickups, I think I do recommend the double-sided tape. It's very sticky. I have pulled the pickup off of another guitar when I had first tested it on one of my cheaper acoustics, and it was very hard to get off, but I could do it. I think the epoxy in my Martin is going to be nearly impossible to get off, and I'm pretty aggravated that the tech chose to do that. So there'll be a link to exactly what I used to install the pickup myself. It's a very easy process. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, and hopefully this will help recommend it to someone else that it might be useful to. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. I have a ton of other acoustic guitar videos floating around here, pickup demonstrations, guitar comparisons, string comparisons, stuff that I think will be useful to you if you dug this one. And lastly, since this is an acoustic guitar video, I also wanted to mention that I've just released an impulse response package on my website. It's free to download. You can try it out. So if you have an impulse response loading device like the HX Stomp, any of the Fishman systems, Axe Effects, Kemper, stuff where you can load an acoustic IR and hopefully make your amplified guitar sound a little bit more realistic, that impulse response package is free to download. Try it out. Let me know how it goes. And anyway, take care. I'll see you in the next video.